What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, man? Like, real quick. So, obviously, I told y'all. So, I went through first video, kind of just talking about what it is, what is going on. I got a little bit more update. I stuck old lawyer boy page. Came up with an update as of the 28th, which I think it's either today or yesterday. We got a little bit more update. So, like I said on the previous video, there's a whole lot of battle going on right now in the courts for this, right? Because we established an LLC, so we can have that anonymity or whatever, right? I mean, now keep in mind, the point he made on the video that you're about to watch is that technically, when you establish an LLC, you gotta do all this. You gotta file everything, right, with the Secretary of State, which makes sense. But the thing is, if all that is already on file, then why are they asking us to declare on a federal website or on a federal document this? I mean, based on everything I know about what they're asking, guys, they're asking about who's the owner of the company, who are the beneficiary of the company, if it's a partnership, who are the partners, this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's not complicated per se, but they want you to disclose everything. Like everything that was on the original filing. Now there are some filing, for example, you can establish an LLC. And then, things happen later down the line. Some people will sell their entity for whatever reason, especially in trucking. Maybe you establish an authority, you want out the game, you can turn around. You can sell that authority to somebody else. Now they're asking for all that, right? It's not necessarily a focus on who the original owner is, but now it's a focus of who currently is the owner of the company, who is currently the beneficiary of the company. And that is where a lot of people are trying to fight, because that's a constitutional violation, because the rich, the wealthy has been able to separate themselves. Like, this is the reason why we establish businesses. Now, I think what's going to happen down the line, man, if they want to be paid. Now, there's two moves. I have two theories. He didn't say this in the books, in the videos you're about to watch, but I got two theories. One, I said it on the first video. I think that PPP thing F the game up. I feel like they probably they got scammed up for millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, right, off of that PPP. And those people probably that was making those fictitious entities, claiming all this money, were lying so much to where they want to protect themselves from that. Or number two, my theory is, I think they're going to really start, like, there's nobody going to be safe. Your business will no longer protect you. Your LLC will no longer protect you. Your whatever will no longer protect you, guys. That's my idea. I think, for example, something goes south, you file bankruptcy under the business. I think if you own a mansion somewhere, you got private jets, you got this and that, they're coming for that. They're coming for that, because you are not directly linked, not on just one, but you got two documents which you admit openly that you own this that you own this. So I think they're going to target individuals' personal assets by us signing this. This is probably why they're doing, because prior to that, there's a lot of veils you can put over business. That's neither here and there. But there's ways to where you can pretty much make your business disappear. By the time they track down who's the actual owner of that business, they don't went through so many damn loopholes. Sometimes they're probably just going to give up, but they can never pinpoint that Billy Joe is the owner of slicemeat.com or Slice Meat LLC, depending on how he structures his business. I think they want to get around that by us filing this piece of paper. Now, I'm leaning toward filing it, but this is just the update on that. Y'all watch the videos, or y'all let me know what y'all think. Do you feel like they're just trying to pull something slick on us? Do you guys feel like, hey, it's not a big deal, just declare who owned the business? Are they really doing this for goodwill? Because what they claim in the act is to prevent money laundering and financial terrorism and all that. That's why they want to know every freaking body who owned the damn business. That's what they're claiming. But if you know how the government works, man, everything always start with good, right? And it always end up not so good. He always end up going against us rather than for us. Anyways, y'all watch the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm going to keep you updated. But this is the latest update. The next video I'm probably going to post or try to put together and how to actually file this thing. I'm going to do that after I do it. I think I'm going to do it because worst case scenario, guys, mine was, y'all know I have my authority and all that. It's on the shelf. So most likely I can file that. Dissolve that mofo, they come out. I'll be like, hey, I haven't used that in like a year. No, it is what it is. Anyways, man, y'all watch the video. Tell me what y'all think.
Hey, TikTok, it's Keith the lawyer. I'm a lawyer, not your lawyer. This is not legal advice, so talk to your own lawyer for that. Well, guess what? The federal government changed their mind again on this BOI, beneficial ownership interest filing, at least the injunction part of it. There was an injunction that was put in place by a Texas court that had ruled this to be unconstitutional. That was appealed by the federal government. There was an injunction that was put in place by this federal court saying nobody has to file. There was an appeal of that by the federal government, and they dissolved that injunction. They said, nope, you've got to file, and by the way, you better do it quick because you got to have it done by January 13th. Okay, just this morning, there was another ruling. I better answer that. There was another ruling this morning saying, hey, because of all the confusion on this, we're going to allow that injunction to stay in place until this whole matter is sorted out. So as of this moment, in this moment in time only, you currently don't have to file because there's an injunction in place. But here's the thing, and I said this in my original video several videos ago that I made on this. These injunctions, you see, we had a change within 24 hours. So these injunctions can come and go. They can be dissolved and put in place. And just like you never heard about the first one or heard about the second one, you might not hear about the next one. So you can go ahead and file if you want to, but you are not required to file until the issue is resolved or until the injunction gets dissolved again, which I don't really think will happen, but it's always possible. So that's where we are right now. I never thought I would make so many videos about the beneficial ownership interest form. Anyhow, that's where we are right now, and if there's another update, I'll make another video. Thanks for watching. Hey, TikTok, it's Keith the lawyer. I'm a lawyer, not your lawyer. This is not legal advice, so talk to your own lawyer for that. Apologize for talking fast. I'm moving fast, but I've tried to make this video before, and it was like 7 or 8 minutes long. That's way too long for a TikTok video. So we're talking today, again, about the federal BOI, beneficial ownership interest form, that first you had to file, and then you didn't have to file it, and now you can file it if you want to. There's an injunction in place and all that. I'm not going to go back through all that. It's in my last couple of videos on this subject, which you can go back and watch. What I wanted to do was to give an update and answer some questions that are just continually showing up in the comments to both of these videos that I have done on this, because the comment section has kind of gotten away from me because there's approaching 500,000 views on one of those videos and over 100,000 on the other one, and I just can't keep up with the comments because I have a job. Okay. All right. So I'm going to answer some questions real quick. Try to make this a relatively short video. Do I have to file? Right now, you don't have to file. There is currently, as I'm talking here on December 28th, 2024, there's an injunction in place because the issue of whether this is constitutional or not is on appeal from a federal court out of Texas. So right now, you don't have to file, but you can file if you want to. There are some people that want to. There are other people that say, I'm never filing this no matter what. We'll get to that in a minute. All right, so I'm going to put the link on the screen for where you can file. I'm going to address a lot of the questions that I get about specific people or entities that have to file. S Corp, do you have to file? Yes. I'm just going to leave it there. HOA, do HOAs have to file? The answer in their frequently asked questions was it depends. There are some situations where you do, some situations where you don't. I'm going to put that link on the screen also. All right, so does a sole proprietor have to file? According to the frequently asked questions on the FinCEN.gov website, no, sole proprietorships do not have to file. There is also a list of exempt entities. One of those exempt entities list inactive corporations or LLCs. You need to go to the page, you need to read the documents, read the information, and see whether or not you believe you have to file. Because I'm not telling anybody specifically whether or not they have to file. I'm giving the information. You can make your own decision. All right. People ask, when will the injunction be lifted? I have no idea. You see, it's already changed twice in the span of a week. So the status of the injunction could be changed at any time, or they could decide the ultimate issue at any time, which is going to decide it's going to do away with the injunction, because they're going to decide the issue, and that's going to be a permanent ruling unless it is appealed to a higher court from there. All right, where do I file? I will put this link on the screen where you file. Is there a fee for it? No, there is no fee. But I'm telling you, there are a lot of fake websites that have been put in place that look, or are trying their hardest to look like the official government site where you file this form. And they want to charge you a fee for it. I've heard anywhere from $150 to $500. There's no fee for this. It is something that you can do yourself. It took me 5 minutes to file mine. Basically, it was my name and address, and had to upload a copy of my driver's license. Okay, I mean they've already got this information, but that brings me to the issue of a lot of people just say, I refuse to file. I'm never filing this. I don't care if it's required or not. Don't care if there's an injunction or not. That's perfectly fine. Everybody gets to make their own decision. Now, will there be consequences to it? Who knows? It'll depend a lot on whether it's determined to be constitutional. If it's determined to be unconstitutional, then certainly, it's going to go away. Are there going to be consequences otherwise? If you just read the act, if you just read the requirements, if you just read the penalties that they can assess, which is up to a $500-something penalty a day, there could be consequences. But I'm not here to convince anybody to file. I'm not here to tell you whether you should or shouldn't file. I'm giving you information about this, because a lot of people do not know about this. Oh, there was one other thing that I wanted to put up here. I'm going to put a screenshot of this up on there. This is from the frequently asked questions section of the FinCEN.gov website. And it is going through just giving a bunch of information, but the question is, how will FinCEN let everybody know about this form? And they start off by saying, I can't remember exactly the word, but it was there is going to be a robust effort, and then it rambles on from there. But they use the word robust. That's a key word for me. That's a trigger word. Whenever I hear that something is robust, or that somebody is going to do something in a robust way, that is a BS indicator for me. That tells me that they are not going to do the job effectively, that they're going to do it halfway. And that's what so many people have said in comments on the videos is, I had never heard of this thing. If I hadn't been on TikTok, I would have never known. Well, that's all part of the robust outreach of the FinCEN agency, or whatever they are. Anyhow, that's where we are now. Hopefully we're going to have a resolution to this thing once and for all soon, though I suspect either way it goes in the appellate court, that it's going to get appealed to the Supreme Court. Who knows whether they'll accept it or not. But I'll do another update video as needed. I appreciate everybody watching. This is Keith the Lawyer.